Guys, have you ever made a decision, then, or you made a choice, then you got the results, or you face the consequences? The same concept also applies in every business you want to start and run in this world, despite whichever kind of business you want to do. But in this area, we want to understand choices and the consequences which arise in making decisions before you invest in poultry farming. Because poultry farming, just like any other venture, is very lucrative venture, but also very risky. It comes with very many risks, but also the profit margins are also high. So it depends on you, on how you are going to make decisions. Today, I want to go with you in our NEO-HEN farm, breeder farm, so that I may show you some of the decisions I made, which also affected my company. Some affected the company positively, others affected the company negatively, because it's all about the power of decisions, the power of making choices, and the power of decision making. If you don't have that power, you are not able to start and run any business. So allow me to take you around so that I may be able to show you what is happening in this breeder farm today, and the reason why we are doing it, and what made us to make this decision. So go with me. So guys, this is my breeder farm. As you can see, you are able to see some holes all over. This is a breeder farm. You can also see there is some work going on over this farm. You can also see there are some fencing poles which are treated on this farm. So guys, a long time ago when I was starting this farm, one thing I did, I focused on investing in stock. I was not investing maybe any money in biosecurity. I was not investing any money in maybe fencing. I was not investing anything to do with the security of myself, security of the birds, and maybe security of even my customers. But you know what? I'm at the gate now. Let's see how it looks like. So when you come to NEO-HEN Farms breeder farm, this is how it looks like. You just reach at the road, as you can see from this road, then you enter the farmhouse, and this is how the breeder farm looks like. No gate, no nothing. Guys, you know what I was doing? Every money I was getting, I was investing back in the business. I started this business while still I was in the university. Then what I was doing, my landlord, my university landlord was so kind to me. He was able to give me some 2 rooms where I was keeping my chicken. So I needed no security. I needed no biosecurity. The landlord was my security guard. But you know what? After a long period of time, the business grew to some place. Then here we are now, doing what we are doing today, and also learning very many things as we go step by step. So come with me, you see some of the mistakes I made, which I don't want you to make in your poultry farm. You realize when I moved now from the hostels, I came here, constructed this breeder farm. This is a breeder house. After I constructed the breeder house, I just now started keeping poultry with no fence, with no nothing. But as you can see, we are living in a village setup. So you can see, you are able to see where we are living now. The breeder farm is in a village setup. So you can have a look. So little did I know, now the business had grown and I needed more people to come and assist me in running the business. So with little knowledge about business processes, business systems, I just started investing a lot of money in the business and in the stock as usual, without minding for other issues. So because my vision was big, but I think because of lack of understanding, I was not able to see some risks coming. So what really happened, it costed me a big time. The number one challenge I faced was the issue of getting qualified staff, getting people who are people of integrity. So what happened, I was hiring people. Then after I hired these people, what they could do, they would collide with the villagers, then they would start stealing this chicken now from the breeder farm. And these are the chicken which give me now the eggs. It means now they are killing the whole process. I'm not able to even get some money. The reason I'm doing this fencing, as you can see over this place, is because of the losses I have encountered. And it's a lesson I could have learned long time ago. Because it's a decision I made. I said, let me just invest in the stock and not in the biosecurity. Let me invest in the poultry house, but not in the security. Let me invest in the chicken, but not in the issue to do with the biosecurity. Little did I know, the more you grow, the more these people will learn you. They will learn how they are going to, they improve their tactics, or how they are going to steal from you. By that time, I only had one shamba boy managing this, managing the former farm in Kibabi. So, after we grew, I realized now I needed more people. So they started doing something, we call it kuchanuana. They started chanuaring each other. I was not able to understand what is going on. Then, before I realized, I had lost close to 600 chicken. And the chicken I had lost is this breeder stock. You can have a look at it. This is the chicken they were stealing from me. You can understand the pain of raising this one chicken from now day old to point of lay. It is a whooping stress, losing some birds, having sleepless nights, giving it everything. Then you realize what? Now the workers decide now to give you a character development, which you have to learn through the hard way. I have learned through experience. Yes, I have the chicken, enough of them, giving me enough eggs for hatching, but the challenge is the staff. Now they collide with the villagers, they start stealing from me. They steal the eggs, as you can see. They will come, pretend to be picking the eggs, then they collide with the people. Then you can see there is no fence outside there, outside the other side. Then they collide with the villagers, then they give them the eggs maybe at a lower price or at a discount. Imagine, at one point I have had a shamba boy who had over 4 girlfriends. The 4 girlfriends were given eggs on daily basis. Before I realized the boyfriend had already spent a lot of money. That's why I was listening to my consultant and he was telling me, instead of hiring more men in your breeder farm, just get more ladies. He was telling me, if a man steals, he steals for himself and also for his girlfriends, for his wife, for everybody. But ladies, they only steal for the children and only for themselves. So they steal very little. So it's a real great challenge. You realize, I have seen some farmers say, I want to invest much of my money now on the poultry structure. You can build a very magnificent structure, a very excellent poultry house, but you realize all the millions of money have gone down to the construction. You don't have money now to stock the poultry house. What will happen? You will have a very big poultry house, but no chicken. So it's a very crucial decision which you need to decide. But from my experience, what I have learned, don't invest much money on the infrastructure. Don't invest much money on the buying land, building very nice houses, build a makeshift, then start. Allow me to show you how my poultry house looks like. These are just the roundy posts, the normal roundy posts. And as you can see, I should have used here the wire mesh, but I have used the fencing wire to save on cost. So it's just a normal makeshift. As you can see, from the top of the house is just some timber, the 6-1 timber. Then is another floor where I also keep other chicken. This house, it costed me around 1.8 million. But if I could build the same structure with the right standard, it could have costed me to close to 6 million. Then it means I could not have money now to invest on having this parent stock. Then it will mean now you'll not be in business, you'll just be enjoying yourself, losing everything. So decision is very key component in every business. You have to make the toughest decision. You have to decide, I am going to work for myself until I get the right people to work for myself. If you will be the kind of boss who don't like getting dirty, my friend, you are going to lose all your birds, you are going to lose all your flock, then you will lose everything. Then the business will not survive. Imagine, the workers can also collide and decide, we are going home now, all of us. Then they know you are not able to do the work. Just prepare yourself. Just in case they decide to sabotage you, you are ready to take over the task. because just a slight mistake, you are going to lose all your birds, then you'll lose your investment, and you will no longer be in business. So what I was doing while I was still a student, I purchased 50 birds of improved kienyeji, then I brooded them, and after six weeks, I was able to sell them. Then I went again, bought around 200 birds, I brooded, I sold to a level where I reached 1,000 birds. But you know what? These people were very funny. They were selling us this day-old chicks at exorbitant prices. Then I got some, this thing irritated me. Every time they are deciding on the prices, they are fluctuating the prices, we are not able even to enjoy high profit margins. I said, what normally happens with breeding of this chicken? Then I did my research. I started with only 500 parent stock, which now I was able to hatch only 1,000 chicks every week. Then I learned through that 500. I learned about operating the hatchery. I learned about the best machines. I learned about how to take care of the parent stock, up to the place where I decided now, where can I go now large scale? Now I went to 8,000, where now I'm hatching 8,000 chicks every week. And it's just through learning, and I made a choice of investing much money on the stock. But the challenge is the workers are stealing now from me because I don't have strong systems. What I am doing now, I already have the stock, I already have the machines, I already have the capacity to produce 8,000 every week. So what I'm doing now, I'm now improving on the processes to ensure now the workers don't steal from me. When I conquer that, now I'll be able now to run this poultry farm without much struggle, because it's a real struggle, guys, and you need to understand that. So don't waste a lot of money. Invest in the poultry. Invest in buying the day-old chicks, then brood and sell. When you brood and sell, you realize you'll be making a lot of money, then you'll be able to grow your farm step by step without struggling. If you don't do that, it will be a challenge. And I want to challenge you guys. One thing you need to understand, this poultry farming business, you need to understand the processes. For example, the guy who brings even the wood shavings you see on the ground is part of the processes. The person who handles the eggs is part of the processes. The person who now keeps the records is part of the processes. The person who assists us in transporting the eggs is part of the business system and the processes. Because if one person fails, or if one person decides to misbehave, you'll lose the whole value chain. So it's very much important to make the right decision, and to make the decision of investing first in the stock, but it comes with a challenge. Because the other challenge will be, you will invest maybe now your money in constructing the poultry house, then you don't have money now to buy the stock. So start slowly, start by brooding your birds, then as you grow step by step, you'll be able to get more money, then you are going to improve on biosecurity and the other factors. The one thing I realized, you cannot do telephone farming. You need, if you are working, you need either to resign or to be on your poultry farm full time to ensure you get maximum results. Nobody can give you the maximum results other than you in your poultry farm. As you grow, because the processes, they will need you at the beginning. You'll be doing everything for yourself, then you'll be able now to grow, then learn as you move step by step. Guys, this is Lenson. I will keep on updating you. Thank you for watching this video. So make sure you make the right decision in your poultry farm. Make the right decision in your investment so that you may not lose your money in poultry farming. So guys, thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video where we shall discuss more on the poultry challenges and how you can handle them. See you in the next video.